people see, a lot of people think that feminism is a movement that drives rebellion against the men. Do you understand?
Yes, I
So a
do.
lot of females, once they hear feminism, they just think, oh, it's a movement for us to rebel against the men, and therefore all kind of relationship between both genders do not go down well. You understand? Because
Yes.
of how they or what they've understood feminism to be. Therefore, the purpose of this episode is to bring perspective and really create an understanding, a better understanding to what this subject is. Now, let me ask you, please tell us everything. Tell us the whole concept of feminism and gender equality.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I know the subject has caused a lot of controversies, right? And I know that a lot of people see feminism as, oh, why would I be a feminist? It's more like maybe you're antagonizing the men, right? But on a more, for us to dissect and bisect everything, we know that feminism is not about promoting the interests of women at the expense of men. It's all about advocating for the rights and equality of all genders, whether you're a male or a female, right? And thankfully, we're still in the month of March, and you know, March is the Women's Month, right? We're talking about
Okay.
empowering inclusion. Yes, well, it's about inclusion. So we believe that women should be included in whatever affairs in the society, in the workforce. They should not be segregated. Even in family, we understand the issue of patriarchy, and patriarchy should be long deadened. We need to understand that women can be given equal rights for us to be who we want to be and achieve our purpose to the optimal level, right? So we understand that whatever strengths, as long as, oh, I can go to school, I can read, learn, and write, why not? I should be able to, and I'm qualified. I should not be stereotyped enough not to be in certain positions. So I was saying that the aspect of feminism is to promote equal rights, opportunities for women and girls. Yes, so that's it. So we believe that education, there's a whole lot that's encompassing. Education-wise, women should be given equal access, and for us to inspire inclusion for a better world. Because I believe that, they say if you train a lady, you're training a society, because you know the body system of a woman gives birth, everything. So it's better we include women in government. Yes, and then from the human rights perspective, sorry, can you hear me?
I am trying to.
Oh, okay.
I
Is it
am
clear
trying
now?
to. It's very clear now. Yes.
Okay. So I was saying that the importance of addressing discrimination and bias in laws, policy, and social norms, that's to ensure equality in areas such as education, employment, and representation. So I was giving instances that we have women in governance now. Even in the banks, Zenith Bank, we say that the new CEO is a lady, a woman, you know, Dr. Adora Umeoji. So a whole lot of other people too are in the position. So we're talking about the equal rights, access to health, education, all the social, like it's a social justice phenomenon, and as such, it has to be treated with utmost priority. So we understand that. So feminism itself is a social and political movement advocating for the equal rights, opportunities, and treatment of all genders. That's that's what we are about. And then we seek to end the idea of patriarchy. That's the systematic inequality, discrimination based on gender, you know, everything all encompassing like that. So I think I've been able to do justice, or perhaps if you have other questions, you can bring it on.
Now, I need you to guide us through the history of feminism, how it started, who engendered it, whose plan is it, whose theory is it, whose conspiracy is it. You understand now? How did feminism start?
Okay, thank you very much. And I appreciate you having me on. So basically, we should understand that feminism in itself is not to antagonize the theory of men in place. Feminism is basically is a movement and an idea basically to clamor for human rights, their social justice, as well as gender. We have four waves of feminism. Feminism transcended within four waves over time. The first wave started. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, so the first wave of feminism spanned between the 19th century to early 20th century. And then basically, the focal point was on legal justice, and also adult suffrage. And adult suffrage was mainly concerned about franchise. Franchise meaning that women should have equal rights to be voted for and should also have that right to vote and be voted for. That was the first way that spanned between that time. And then the US, you can see that in 1920, they adopted that aspect of it. The United Kingdom also adopted as well in 1920 that women should be given equal rights to vote and for them to exercise their political franchise. Then the second wave of feminism, we have that from 1960 to 1980. And then what was championed was equal pay rights and then also cultural affinity as well. So if you look at it, we have that aspect of, I don't know if you remember the genocide, the Rwanda genocide, what really happened. And then we're able to see that cultural and social inequalities will be broken down into the fact that we need to address the issue of women being inclusive. And then I thought patriarchy was also was cut down to the barest minimum. Patriarchy is a system whereby men are given the undue or unreserved rights to govern in society, where women are made to be at the background. So then now we understand the fact that women in healthcare, everything has to be in place. We need to understand that even in the workforce, women should be given equal rights to equal pay. And the United States knows that in the late 1960s, that yes, as long as you have your skill sets, you're able to develop your potential social vices that we should be included in it and should not be stereotyped. Yeah, so that's what that third wave was clamoring for. Then the fourth wave clamored basically for digital media characterization. Now we have the idea of the awareness, we are being aware. That's where we are at this age whereby we have the idea of social media, just like what we have now. We have the aspect of us enforcing gender equality and also ending gender-based violence as well. You know, we have that in place that okay, we can use that medium to address to the digital media, pop culture, creating awareness, awareness about this. And again, you asked me for who started. So basically, looking into that to the first lady to President John Adams, Abigail Adams, she basically pioneered education, property, and the Bible as critical for women equality. That's in the US, and she also championed that cause. So we understand the fact that feminism itself is not it's not it's about it's not just it's not necessarily is negative, it's not negative. It's basically clamoring for human rights, social justice, and ensuring that there's equity and fairness. Yeah, so
I okay, see, you know that, like I said the other day, based on the kind of orientation people have about feminism, okay, the
yeah.
men the men practically hate women who tends to display these feminist attributes. You understand now?
Yes, I understand that.
Now, a lot of people think that only women can be feminists. Now, tell me, can men also be feminists?
Yes, of course, absolutely they can be feminist. That's how I explain the idea of feminism in itself. I think because people have there's this bias mentality that we've put in place that whenever we hear feminism is more like an attack. You know, it's like I don't know how people feel it. They feel it, it comes with a negative energy. But here I'm trying to explain to you that we're
It's an
talking about
attack on men,
human.
actually.
No, it's not an attack. It's not. Because I feel it's just the idea. They've had the wrong notion. The ideology has not been salient. It's not the right. And that's why we need to sensitize the people. Explain certain things to them that, look, we're advocating for social justice for women and girls. Even in the northern part of Nigeria, we could say that most people don't feel training advocating for woman inclusion even in their reproductive because in reproductive rights as well we see this genital mutilation and the lots of other vices, so you won't just be part of those the bandwagon that like okay feminism itself is a bad attribute. It's not. It's never a bad attitude. It's basically seeking for social justice or seeking for equity and fairness even in the workplace. That's why I'm saying that fine, right? Like there are jobs now that are very lucrative, even women in tech, women in women are have gone far into inclusion. So we've always been like that. Like we need to advocate for this. So the more we create that awareness, the more we have that awareness and the keen nature to understand that feminism itself is not bad. It's just the ideology that has been infused into people, the negative ideology. So now we've been able to understand that it shouldn't be negative, but then we've been able to infuse the aspect of the inclusive in society. I shouldn't be stereotyped, right? So I think feminism itself is never a bad idea. You have to understand from the points of social equity. Thank you.
Okay, now that the theory of feminism has been understood by the viewers, now how does it contribute to the betterment of society and civilization?
Okay, so like I already said, I said the fourth wave of feminism, that's where we are currently. We're using digital and media to create awareness. And when we're creating awareness against gender-based violence, right? We're not going to say women should be the weaker vessel.
Mm.
We're creating that advocate. Then also genital mutilation. We still see that people still use the traditional method of checking a girl child reproductive organs, or it shouldn't be. These are things that should be abolished to be longer. But and the idea of patriarchy in some societies, they still feel, oh, it's just the man, women should be at the background. They are not to be in the table of discussion and all. But with changing times and seasons have changed. Those were in the medieval era. We're now in the death age, and we understand the efficacy of a woman being in charge. Now we say women mounting position, political leadership. They have mounted positions enough. We can see that recently, the new CEO of Zenith Bank, Dr. Adora Omeoji. I mean, I went to Africa and I'm like, days. We have the likes of 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 doing great exploits. We have the likes of, Sir Ellie Johnson of Liberia. A whole lot of people that even the Nigerians richest Florence Lakija. It's all encompassing. We can't override the fact that we are making waves. Women are making waves, and then we should be giving equal rights on the table, not just giving us crumbs. We should be there as well. But that's not to say that we would go overboard to like, oh, maybe we're trying to challenge the male stereotype and the male species. No, we're not challenging. That's why we say equity and fairness. We're not saying anybody should be equal. It should be like equilibrium. Not that one person is, having a upper and the other person is feeling lesser. No, we were pulled out from the biblical injunction. We were removed from the ribs, meaning that it's a equal power, not that.
Now, if Nigeria should have a female president,
Mm.
what difference will she make?
Okay. Well, I believe that first we are humans. We should be treated as humans first before being before gender sensitivity, right? As
Hmm.
long as created in the image and likeness of men. You have your brain, I have my brain. You have your work ethics, you have, although fine, because if a woman is in power, right, maybe she might be intoxicated, she might be power drunk, she may not, because of the traditional family unit, she has a family to take care of. I'm here to tell you that even mounting leadership positions, women are doing great exploits. I don't see a reason why a woman should not be the Nigerian president. Yes, we have the case of Sir Ellie Johnson of Liberia. So what will you say about her? We have the lives of other people. I am Magalu and the likes of every other person that is inspiring inclusion and doing great exploits. So I feel that there's no limit for anyone's achievement. Yes, there's no limit. As long as you're well read, you're learned, you know the ropes and cones of how to get things done. Yes, why not? Should be given the seat at the table, not to be given crumbs. So if anyone should be a president in Nigeria, it will be very nice. Yes, I believe first in your values. If your values are right, your value system, your beliefs, and those are the things that should come people, not just because she's a woman, she should be relegated to the back. No, if she does excellently well, why not? Give her the chance. That's what I have to say. Give her the chance. If she's, yeah, doing great exploit. Why not?
Thank you. Thank you for explaining this thing very well and also defending the womanhood. You have done very well. Thank you so much, Titi. Thank you.